Good morning students, this is your class of business study and in this class we are going to continue the unit number 4 business services, and in this unit our today's topic is different type of bank account. So different type of bank account can be opened in different type of banks. So we are firstly going to study about what are the types of banks. The first one is central bank. As you all know, central bank is the apex bank of banking structure of the whole country. In India, the central bank is RBI, that is Reserve Bank of India. It controls the flow of currency in an economy. How much currency will be there in an economy, that is controlled by the central bank. It regulates other bank in the country. All the banks that are existing in a country are run under the rules and regulation guidance of central bank. When other bank are in problem, they approach the central bank for assistance. Like a head and an employee, the central bank act as a head and other bank as employee, and whenever they have some problem, they will go to the central bank. Hence it is also called a banker's bank. This is another name given to central bank. The central bank has sole authority to print the paper currency of India. Yes, central bank, that is RBI in India, will print the currency for the country. But as I already taught you, that 1 rupee note and 1 rupee coin will not be printed by the central bank. That will be printed by the Finance Ministry of India. In India, Reserve Bank of India is the central bank. Okay. Now let's understand how central bank works. This is the Reserve Bank, that is central bank of any country, and under it there are various banks like commercial bank, exchange bank, saving bank, corporation bank, EXIM, that is export import bank, industrial development bank. What does cooperative bank do? They provide short and medium term loan to the one who is in need and who is the member of society. Saving bank generally performs the function of mobilizing the small saving of individual in the society. The third is exchange bank. They generally deals in foreign exchange. Then comes commercial bank. Commercial bank provides short term finance to traders. Like the normal bank with which we are dealing, like SBI, PNB, they are commercial bank. Next is industrial development bank. They provide fixed capital to industries so that they can grow and enhance their business. The last is EXIM bank, that is export import bank. They are basically financing the export and import of goods and services. Now let us understand these banks in detail. Now comes the commercial bank. Commercial bank are those banks which perform all kind of banking function. They accept deposit from us, they advance loan to general public, they create credit for us and perform some another agency function like collecting and paying bill on behalf of us. Along with this, they also perform some general function like giving us bank draft and locker facility, etc. They are also called joint stock bank because they are organized in the same manner as joint stock company. What happened in joint stock company? We have a company that is registered and the investment in that company is done by a number of people, and similar is in case of commercial bank. They usually advance short-term loans to customer. They don't give long-term loan without security. Okay. Of late, they have started giving medium-term and long-term loans also. Nowadays, you can avail medium and long-term loan also from the bank, but only on the condition that you have to give some security to them. In India, 20 major commercial banks have been nationalized. Nationalized means they are declared as national banks. Whereas in developed countries, they are run like joint stock companies in the private sector. In developed countries, most of the banks are run in private sector, but in developing country like India, we are running our bank in public sector. Some commercial bank are Andhra Bank, Canara Bank, Indian Bank, Punjab National Bank, etc. Now commercial bank can also be classified into 3 types. What are these 3 types? So the first is private bank, second is public bank, and third is foreign bank. Now what is private bank? It is a commercial bank where private individual and business own a majority of share capital, which means more than 50% of the share capital is owned by private individuals or private companies. All private banks are recorded as companies with limited liability. They must be registered as company and they have limited liability. That is, once they are going in loss or they are binding up, the personal property of the investor will not be taken for paying the loss. Such as Housing Development Finance Corporation, HDFC Bank is an example of private bank. Next is ICICI Bank, Industrial Credit and Investment Corporation of India, that is also a private bank. Yes Bank and many others are there. Next comes the public bank. Public bank are those banks which are nationalized and government is the owner of these banks. Who is the owner of these banks? Government, which means government have invested whole of the money in public bank. Okay, and some examples of this are Bank of Baroda, SBI, Dena Bank, Corporation Bank and PNB. The last comes foreign bank. Now what are foreign bank? These banks are established in foreign countries and have branches in another countries. Just like MNC, foreign banks are similar to MNC, where the bank is established in one country and have branches in more than one country. Examples are American Express Bank, Hong Kong and Shanghai Banking Corporation, HSBC, Standard and Chartered Bank, Citibank and many more are there. Okay. Now the second type of bank, that is industrial bank, that runs under the commercial bank. Industrial bank are those banks which provide medium and long term finance to industries for the purchase of land and machinery, which means they are providing the finance to the industries for enhancing their business and setting up new business. They are providing finance to purchase capital assets, long term assets or capital assets. They underwrite the debenture and share of industries and also subscribe to them. Whenever there is a new company in the market, the share and debenture need to be sold by the company. But in modern era, there is a facility available to them that bank on their behalf will sell all the debentures and shares to the general public. So which bank will sell on their behalf the shares and debenture? That bank is industrial bank. Okay. In India, there are a number of financial institutions which perform the function of industrial bank, like Industrial Development Bank of India, IDBI, that is a bank which promote industrial development. Next is Industrial Finance Corporation of India, IFCI, that is also promoting industrialization in India. Industrial Credit and Investment Corporation of India, ICICI, and many others are there. Each state in India has its own state financial corporation. Every state will have a state financial corporation from where a businessman can go and take the loan for the enhancement of their business. These institutions are also known as development bank because they help in the development of the industry and hence contribute toward industrialization. The next type of bank is exchange bank. So as clear from the name, exchange bank are dealing in foreign exchange, alright, and specialize in foreign trade. They are financing foreign trade and controlling the foreign exchange for the country. They are also known as foreign exchange bank. They are handling all the inflow and outflow of foreign currency. In India, these exchange banks have their head office located outside India. Because they are dealing in foreign currency, so they are involved with other countries also. So they must be located outside the country. The Chartered Bank and the Brindley's Bank have their head office in England. These are the two banks that are Indian Exchange Bank, but they have their head office outside the India. Whereas American Express Bank and Citibank have their head office in USA. These banks also render other services such as collecting and supplying information about the foreign customer, providing remittance facilities, etc. They are agent of a country that are sitting in some another country, and they will collect and pay bills on our behalf and collect foreign exchange for the country. Okay. So in today's class we have studied about central bank, commercial bank, industrial and exchange banks. The rest of the bank will be started in the next class. Have a very good day, students.